in the land of dreams. Everybody wears a smile. Nothing really bad is ever as it seems. Like a movie in the land of dreams. Flying like a bird we travel through the nether world of magic and moonbeams.
During the COVID years, I acquired a new hobby. Along with my quarantine friend, we found this app called CE5 that every few weeks we drive to the middle of nowhere to a horse farm in the middle of nowhere. Then off the dirt road, we'd walk several hundred feet into an even bigger middle of nowhere, sit in a circle in chairs. They're called upside down chairs or zero gravity chairs. They're like lawn chairs. They go all the way back. And we would look up at the sky with binoculars, searching for aliens. There were very interesting people in our group. And one of them, his name is Aaron, and he quickly became our fearless leader because he was experienced with this. He was a channeler and he regularly contacted aliens, specifically the Arcturians and the Pleiadians, but I believe there were a lot more. But the Arcturians and the Pleiadians were the main aliens that he had a relationship with. He owned a very successful technology company, and I know he was successful. I've seen his houses. And he said all the technology for his company was given to him through alien downloads. In all our middle of the field nights, I never personally saw an alien, although one time I felt something right behind me and it creeped me out a little, and I just kept my eyes closed really shut. So who knows? I might have been able to have an experience. I'm sort of glad I didn't. But there was one young guy in our group who did have an experience. He did see something really, really creepy. And I found out the following week where Aaron said he had to spend the whole next day with this other guy kind of talking him off the ledge because he was so freaked out. There was this other woman in our group, and she was telling us she'd recently bought an antique wardrobe for her bedroom, and it turned out it was a portal. And when she would look at this piece of furniture in her bedroom sometimes at night, all these creatures from other dimensions would come through the portal of her antique furniture into her bedroom and then go back out. Now, I, again, intentionally never got too close to this woman, and I also silently vowed I will never buy an antique, even though I have never had an alien experience, and I'm kind of grateful about that. But I have had a lot of things that have happened to me that I've seen that to many people would be very, really, or very out of the ordinary or possibly unbelievable. And I know most people I know have had those kind of experiences too, different than mine, but they've had their own. We're all different. I just almost finished the most amazing book. And it's by Thomas Campbell, and it's called My Big Toe, TOE being the acronym for meaning Theory of Everything. And the reason I said almost finished is because the book is, I think, over 800 pages long, and a lot of it reads like a really, really dense college textbook. It's a little hard to get through, and I've been determined, but it's easy to put it down as well. But anyway, Thomas Campbell is a former nuclear physicist, and he's also had many out-of-body experiences. Another thing I've never had, but I know a lot of people who have. He was also one of the founders of a very famous place for out-of-body experiences, teaching out-of-body experiences, called the Monroe Institute. And in fact, the Monroe Institute developed something called binaural beats, which, by the way, is what we played from the iPhones out in the field when we were trying to contact aliens. Okay, I'm going to give you the gist of a lot of what I got from this book. And like I said, Thomas Campbell is very mixed discipline. He's a nuclear physicist and he's had all these incredible psychic, otherworldly experiences that most of us don't have. In Thomas Campbell's Theory of Everything, he talks about there being infinite systems in our universe, in a multitude of universes. It's infinite. One system might be the bacteria in our stomach. You know, they have their own little world, they know how to respond, and stuff goes on, right? And the system that we live in as human beings on Earth, we live in a system. And every system has its own objective reality that is known and shared by everyone else in the system or every other bacteria in the system. They know what to do. This is their job. And as humans in our Earth system, for instance, if I'm looking at a table, well, anybody else who would come around would say, yeah, it's a table. We have many, many facets and rules and objective reality within our shared reality. However, there are multitudes of realities and dimensions, and they're always bleeding through, which is why I might experience one incredibly miraculous thing, and my neighbors will have a completely different set of otherworldly or out of our system experiences. And they will, rightfully so, look at me skeptically, like, huh? Just as I might, rightfully so, be skeptical of someone having aliens march through their house, coming in through their bedroom furniture. So I guess the moral here is don't believe everything people tell you, but don't necessarily not believe it either, because who knows? But what I do know for a fact is that this world is full of miracles and wonders. And a really nice way to wake up every day is with the attitude of an explorer, like, wonder what's going to happen today. And the more you can do that, the more this all becomes a magical, mysterious, wonderful land of dreams. I recorded the song Land of Dreams that I co-wrote with Rachel Nicole Gold on my titled the same Land of Dreams album back in 2024. So I'm going to share with you the production video I did of the song when the album first came out, because I really had fun with it. So I hope you love it, and see you in the next one.
The silver stars are shining, my friend. Cast all your troubles out, the day is at an end. A lover's voice is calling you free. Whisper a melody and trip the moonlight fantasy with me. In the land of dreams, everybody wears a smile. Nothing really bad is ever as it seems, like a movie. In the land of dreams, flying like a bird we travel through the netherworld of magic and moonbeams. A better day is dawning, my friend. Sew up your broken heart and let the healing in. We'll journey to the new world tonight. Open your eyes and see the promises of happiness can be. In the land of dreams, everybody wears a bird, we travel through the netherworld of magic and moonbeams. Oh, 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 in the